Hello and welcome everyone to another Rainbow Cup video. This video features battle footage between myself and my friend SunnyCheese. I made friends with SunnyCheese on the Go Stadium PvP Discord, just kind of looking through that trainer coach channel, trying to find someone to battle, and this is a great decision. SunnyCheese and I have played tons of matches. He's a highly ranked player from Malaysia. I'm actually in Eastern Time Zone USA, so our time zones are flip-flopped. 10 a.m. my time is 10 p.m. his time. So I would usually work nights, and it works out pretty well for me because I'm able to battle him during the day, which would be his nighttime. Getting into the matches here, I have Ninetales versus his Quagsire. I'm going to let Ninetales go down here and going to swap into Quagsire of my own. He does have a slight energy advantage, and I'm not sure if this is Stone Edge or not, so I choose not to block. It actually is Earthquake. I return fire with an Earthquake of my own, and he decides not to block that one either. So we're pretty much even here. I have a pretty weak Quagsire, but his Meganium is pretty weak as well. I'm going to Stone Edge that Meganium and almost take it out. We actually double KO. Now this match obviously will come down to our last Pokemon, and mine is Mantine. I fire off an Aerial Ace trying to get the shield bait there, but he doesn't take it. I'm going to fire off another one, hoping to draw that last shield, and we do. He's going to use a charge move of his own, which is Dragon Claw. I'm going to block that, and another Dragon Claw comes my way. I'm barely able to survive that, but he ends up taking the match with 1 or 2 HP. Going into the next match, I open Meganium, he opens Sunglasses Blastoise. So this is a great matchup for me. We have to block those Ice Beams, of course. I'm going to fire off a Frenzy Plant and hopefully get to another one if he stays in, but he bails at the last second into Charizard. I go with my Mantine though. I'm going for that Ice Beam because he's already down his shield. He hits Mantine with a Blast Burn. Is it Mantine or Mantine? I think I alternate back and forth. Mention it in the comments below if you know the correct pronunciation. He brings Blastoise back in. Mantine has done a great job, so I'm going to let it fall here and soak up all that charged energy. I bring out Meganium. I try to farm a little bit, but I'm a little overzealous. He gets off another Hydro Cannon. I'm going to block it, and I'm going to farm the rest of this Blastoise. I've got a huge energy lead, a shield, and a favorable matchup here. So we're going to see how this Frenzy Plant does, and it ends up winning us the match. Going into our third round here, I'm going to open Fortress. He opens Shiny Venusaur. So he has to get out of there immediately. He goes into Quagsire. I go into Quagsire of my own. Here comes another Earthquake. I decide not to shield. I go for the shield bait with the Stone Edge, and he takes the bait. He's about to get off another Stone Edge. I decide to let Quagsire fall here. I come back in with Meganium. Meganium is tanky, but I do want to preserve its health going forward just because he does have the slight health advantage here. He brings in Venusaur. Obviously, we have to watch out for that Sludge Bomb. I fire off a Frenzy Plant hoping to get a shield, but I do not. He swaps into Charizard. This is not looking good for me. I've got 2 Pokemon that are weak to Charizard, and he's got a substantial energy lead already, and I only have 1 shield to defend. I'm going to let Fortress fall here. Oh, excuse me, I thought it was going to be a Blast Burn. I'm going to fire off the Earthquake here, and we do get a little bit of damage on that Charizard. I'm going to let Fortress fall, as it has done a great job already. We actually managed to take down that Charizard with the Frenzy Plant and a couple of Vine Whips. Now it is Meganium versus Venusaur. I'm going to block this, hoping it's Sludge Bomb, but it's not. It's actually Frenzy Plant. But a Frenzy Plant of our own does not quite get us there, and SunnyCheese is going to win this one with a Sludge Bomb at the end. Going into the next match, I open Ninetales. He opens Lantern. So this is actually a Water Gun Lantern, which is really, really bad for me. I go into my Meganium here. Out comes Charizard. I'm just going to spam these Frenzy Plants and try and do as much chip damage as possible, hoping that maybe I'll get lucky and draw a shield, but Meganium is pretty much finished here at this point. Going back to what I was mentioning earlier, I really recommend that you guys check out the Go Stadium PvP Discord. If you're looking for sparring partners or if you just want to test some things, I think it's a really great, probably the best resource out there right now. Much better than YouTube comments or comment sections on articles online, because these are trainers that are so committed that they've joined this channel and they really want to do battles remotely. For the most part, they're very reliable. Of course, you want to try to line up your time zones as much as possible just for ease of access that way. But you can meet some really good players and some really good people. I've recently joined an online Go Stadium tournament community as well. Cerulean is my current league. Having a lot of fun with it, and we're going into Season 2, so I'm excited to see where that takes us as well. Going into the end of the match here, he's pretty much got it. He's going to fire off this aerial ace, take down my Lantern. I don't want to delay the inevitable, so I let Lantern fall. In this match, I opened Meganium. He opened Scyther, which of course is a very hard counter to Meganium. I go into my Ninetales here, and out comes Mad Cargo. I'm going for this Solar Beam here. Let's see if he decides to block. And he does. Very smart choice, as the rock typing on Mad Cargo would take some pretty bad damage from that Solar Beam. I come in here with Meganium, so I know that Mad Cargo has some fire type moves, but his uses Stone Edge. I'm going to try to spam these Frenzy Plants after I farm a little bit more. I'm able to take down that Mad Cargo, and out comes Scyther again. Probably could have gone for the Earthquake there, but I wanted to try and draw a shield, and he's able to get a charge move off before I can leave, so I have to shield my Meganium. Out comes Quagsire. I've got no shield, so I'm going to fire off these Ice Beams and hope to draw some significant damage on that Quagsire. In comes a Stone Edge, but I'm able to survive it. I think I can get to one more Ice Beam, and we do. He decides to shield that, and he's going to burn the rest of his energy on this Stone Edge here. Now here I'm going to try and farm up this Quagsire, and we're able to do that. I know the Earthquake will finish off Scyther, but he gets to a charge move first. And that X-Scissor is going to take down our Meganium. Not sure if a Frenzy Plant would have won us the game there, but oh well, GG's to SunnyCheese. Opening this match, I go in with Quagsire, he goes in with Venusaur. I really enjoyed Mantine this cup because it is a good safe switch. It doesn't have a hard typing because it is water flying. The only thing that really crushes it, obviously, is electric, it being weak to grass and rock as well to a lesser degree. Plus the versatility with the bubble or air slash, and then the charge moves as well give it tons of coverage. I'm going to bring in Quagsire here. I'm going to decide to shield this move, predicting Ice Beam. It's so hard to farm up the Mantine just because that flying type really makes it hard for the Mudshot to do any damage at all. In comes Scizor. He uses an X-Scissor. I decide to block, knowing that I can draw at least one shield or take it down, and we're able to draw that shield. I try to get to another Stone Edge, but he gets off his own charge move. Luckily, we're able to survive, and I go for the Earthquake. So we take down the Scizor, and out comes Venusaur. This is looking pretty good for us. We have a very healthy Fortress. Nobody has any shields, so he's going to fire off these Frenzy Plants, but a few more Bug Bites and a Heavy Slam should win us the match. And that's game. GG's, SunnyCheese. Really love our practice rounds. Can't wait for more Jungle Cup practice. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. More videos on the channel to come soon, and take care. I'll see you next time.